What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. Alright guys, so I got word that Witch Juri and Fashion Ken are in fact going to be the anniversary units for Half Annie. So I know that whole substitute thing was definitely a mistake. I was told that as well too. It wasn't meant to be that way. It was just an error. But either way, they're going to be dropping within a week or so. So everyone's going to be able to summon for them. Just some people have them, well, at least Juri ahead of time. Right now, a lot of you guys have been also mentioning that you can play with Fashion Ken and Witch Juri inside Shadowloo. Absolutely you can. You're right. That was pretty known the first day. So I just wanted everybody to know those two things. Now, I want to talk about the usual thing that I do, and that is help you guys understand what vital supplies you should be going for as a free-to-play player or as a pay-to-win player, whatever you are. And we're going to go through this usual thing that we normally do and go through each one of these items and see which one's worth getting through the exchange shop. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I actually haven't done the actual fight yet. I missed completely yesterday because of obviously a couple new releases and I didn't have time. But just so you guys are aware, I did do my forward. Like, I just forward all the matches just for 3 to get them done. So I'll do a real team one for you guys very soon so you guys can kind of see what you should be using. This is essentially the talent tree I've been going with right now. Again, this will also most likely change. So don't worry too much about it yet. I'll get to this one when I have a sec. For now, let's just unlock this one just in case. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about the actual, the vital supplies. Okay, so as usual, you guys can look at this and I'll explain what each one is, right? This is going to be a scenario in the background. So exactly what you see behind her is what you can have in your main screen instead. So it's 100 currencies just to get that, okay? So I suggest if you're going to be pay to win, you can go for that if you want. That's completely up to you. Sorry guys, let me get back to it. Where is it? There it is. But as a free-to-play player, this is way too much. Even with the frame is pretty shit in my opinion, to be honest with you anyways, but you can go for the frame. Again, it's only aesthetics. It doesn't do anything for your account, so keep that in mind. Now, as per usual, T2, when it pops up, everybody says a different number for me in every event. Last time it was 26, the night time before it was 24, the time before that it was 28. So whenever you see it, that's when you'll see it. If you don't see it, you're just not far enough yet to see it, but this is going to essentially be how we're going to proceed, okay? So mid-game players, T2 is a good item. Boost stones is always good. You're most likely want to go for these right here, okay? These are going to be your best bet. This and the arcade coins. So early gamers, arcade coins, middle gamers, arcade coins, and then these soul power things are going to be massive for you as well. But soul power stuff is going to be probably mid-game to end-game, okay? So people who are just hitting mid-game, you probably want to go for boost stones or T2s. So these two are going to be probably, let's say, 2 and 3, okay? So 2 and 3, but number 1 will still be your arcade coins for middle and early game. So 1, 2, and 3, okay? These will make a big impact. Do not go for the T1s. You can buy them for way less through the guild shop or through the Shadowloo ×2 event where you can purchase them with diamonds. They'll give you 2 of these copies. Technically, T2 can be done the same way as well too, so it's up to you if you really want to go for those anymore. A lot of people are not past the stage where they even need that, but in case you need it, it's still there. Do not touch these two. These two can be acquired in many different ways, especially through general shop and as well through summoning, so don't go for that. These are the hardest things to get, so this is going to be probably your biggest middle to end game stuff that you want. So this is going to become priority for you, okay? So the price is really good. You can actually get quite a few of this before the event is done. The rename cards also, I'd say, from middle to end game, this becomes a little bit important because then you can change the faction gear to see if you can get the right ones for yourself, and they give you 4 for 30, which is pretty damn good too. Early gamers, these cards here are going to be pretty important after the arcade coins, and these cards here, because they're going to give you food to rank up your characters and star them up, right? So early game, you definitely want to go for this. And then for late game, you definitely want to start doing fate gems. Fate gems are going to be massive for your account. Now, these 3 characters here, these 2 specifically, are very, very good characters. Dawson isn't a necessity in the beginning or middle game, to be honest, but he starts becoming a necessity late game. So, you know, up to you guys late game if you do need to get an extra copy to like SSS +5 him or whatever the case may be. And for early gamers, Street Poison is going to be one of your main units that you want to use to progress through content with Bizang, Abel or Bison, wherever you're at, depending. But most people use Abel or Zangief or E Honda, and when they get Bison, they get replaced by M Bison. And then, of course, your main DPS is going to be Viper or Guile. But Street Poison is your main support for her C1. So if you're brand new and you don't have her, you might want to actually aim for her just to get a copy, because you only need an A version for her C1 to work anyway. So you don't need extra copies. The rest is just for survivability and stats, but definitely go for her for early gamers, okay? Late gamers, you know how this works. You don't need her. You probably have her already. Dawson, though, is a good prize. So let's do this again one more time. Early game. Number 1. Number 2, all these ones. Number 3, early to mid. Early to mid. Number 4, middle to end, number 1. Okay, middle to end, number 1. And then characters is up to you. End game, number 2. All right, so that's pretty much the way I would do it, guys. Now, remember to finish Street Art. I want to talk. I'm still working on it. I don't think I'm actually going to get this one done this time, to be honest with you guys. It's only 3 days left, and I don't have enough. I haven't killed enough bosses yet. So I'm probably going to miss this one. This is my first Street Art I'm actually going to miss. I'm just... Okay, so a lot of you guys are asking me, like, if I'm going to continue covering this full-time like I used to. Well, I'll be honest with you guys, it's really difficult. I'm trying to grow my channel clearly, and I want to continue covering new games as well, because I'm having a lot of fun branching out and covering multiple games. It's actually making my content feel better. It's making me feel better about my content, and it's helping me grow as a player and as a content creator. So I'll always have a soft spot for Street Fighter Duel. I'll always do content for it, but I won't be doing 5, 6, 7, 8 videos a day like I used to, right? I now want to cover more games. I want to experience more games out there. I want to see what other gachas there are that people are enjoying, and also want to have a bigger audience and community. You guys know I'm a community guy, so this is one of the most important things to me. So as for Street Fighter Duel, I will continue covering it. Maybe not extensively as some of the other guys. Like Hayes now is picking up his game, obviously doing a lot more videos, and he's already said he's gonna stay with this game until it ends. I'm gonna stay with this game until it ends, but I'm not going to be going in as deep as I used to. Now, I will do guides for it, obviously, when I feel like that's pertinent and if it's important. It's like, so for example, like Island Reverie, I did it myself. Didn't think it was important enough. I think most people can get the puzzles themselves. It's not a big deal. The actual battles, though, I will try to build something for you guys team-wise. I'll try my best to get on Yang and try myself without doing the skip button, and see how far we can get. But shout out to Frenzy and the rest of the guys here who have moved up to top 5. I'm actually not even looking for top 3. I actually want top 5 or top 10. Sorry, just for the cards, right? You guys know this already. The diff cards are more important to me. And of course, I'll be doing summon videos and stuff like that. And I'll just talk about the game's general news and things that are happening in the game. But just please note, like, and I hope you guys understand. Like I always say this. I'm at 400 plus videos. I've done a year worth of content, more than a year worth of content in 4 months. And there's only so much I could repeat until it becomes stale to me, right? So I've always said this when I created content and I came back to creating content, that this is a side gig, and it really is, but I do have passion for it, and I have passion for you guys and the content that I put out. And the last thing I want to do is feel forced to put out content that I'm not excited about or happy with, right? But it doesn't mean I'm not happy with all of Street Fighter Duel. I'm just not putting out as much as I used to. Anyways, I really hope you guys understand. I know you do. You guys have been amazing about it. And I'll do what I can to continue supporting you guys as much as I possibly can, and supporting the game as long as I feel like it's treating us well. They have had some hiccups, obviously, but this overall has been a pretty good few weeks for the game in terms of rewards, getting a Chaotic Starlight, having 2 copies of her for free, obviously, and then we'll see what they do with half anniversary login. That might be an exciting time for a lot of people to come back, and hopefully the game can regrow. Anyways, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.